What have you brought in this week?
Okay, so in the 90s, Sony ran an advertising campaign. It was very short and it featured sort of a big-eyed, slightly creepy, but very cute-looking doll. And I really loved the look of this doll. So I did some research and I found out the photographer was a lady called Gina Garin. And she produced this book, Blythe. This is Blythe. They were Blythe dolls. I'd never seen them before, but they are beautiful dolls. And she photographed them in lots of different things. So from that point, I needed to get myself a Blythe doll. So eBay at the time, and eBay was great back then, wasn't it?
It was.
The old glory days of eBay.
Golden years of
Yeah,
eBay.
and she's over here. I'll pass her over. And this is my very first Blythe doll. I have a few now. She's not a vintage. The vintage are ludicrously expensive now. But she is my little Rouge Noir. She's a Rouge Noir Blythe, Neo Blythe. She has the beautiful red hair. This is not her original outfit. You can buy lots of different outfits for them. And the little glasses, lots of accessories. Little Converse All-Stars. How cool are they? Couldn't not have them really, could I? And the thing with Blythes, there you go, let's show you the feature. There we go. The eyes all change. But the orange and the pink are a bit creepy looking. Is that pink now? Yeah, pink eyes, look. It's like she's gonna come and get you in the night.
Yeah, it's not giving me any
Let's go back to the blue. The blue's the cutest. But someone had painted the lips with this glitter lipstick. I thought, no, let's leave it. It looks nice. But there she is. She's beautiful. And I have like 3 or 4 of these now. The Hollywood with the matte face, and she's got little Marilyn Monroe curls. She's beautiful.
Now, you might be expecting me to kind of go, oh, Gav, what have you bought something else rubbish in for? But I actually like Blythes. I like the original ones I love. But I've got to say, it's a leap of faith changing the eye colour.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you're going, is this going to work? Is it going to be okay? Is a head going to fall off? There's so many variables. But they are lovely.
Yeah.
The original ones are only
Beautiful.
made for a very short period of time. I think it was early 70s.
Yeah.
They were made for a very short period of time. The original ones, they're too expensive for me to collect.
Oh, they're like so much money now, aren't they?
I mean, I've got that great story. Years ago, I was at a car boot sale on holiday, because I don't go to car boot sales. So like, for the Americans, it's like basically a flea market. It's on a patch of grass all around the country in the UK. These happen every Sunday morning. This particular Sunday morning, I went to a car boot in Cornwall whilst on holiday, and I had no money. Well, I had enough money to buy 2 Blythe dolls, which cost me the measly sum of about £250 after some negotiation. And it was a total leap of faith at the time. Selling those, it paid for my entire holiday, which meant that we could really enjoy ourselves on a holiday instead of thinking, how are we going to afford to get petrol to get home? So that sort of, I've got a lot of faith in Blythe dolls because of that.
It'd be lovely to have a vintage one though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would love one.
Yeah.
I think they are lovely, but it's finding one in nice condition that hasn't been messed about with, because a lot of them now.
A lot, like with the modern ones, especially customizers, they change. It's very popular to change the lips and the faces, but I like a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, as she comes.
No glittery lips on mine. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that.
Glittery lips, that's fine, but don't mess with it.
No, but anyway, I like them. Good choice, Gav.
Yeah,
Good choice. I knew at some point you'd bring a Blythe in. But
I had to.
Yeah, your first one. Again, if she was original, I'd be totally 110 out of 10 it would be. I'd be like, yes. But here's a reissue. I'm like, yeah, it's right. But yeah, she's nice.
Yeah.
I see it. I get it.
I knew I'd have you on that one.
Yeah. I'm in. I'm in on a doll. Who'd have thought it?
So what have you got then?
Well, Gav, let me tell you. And I think you're going to like this.
Okay.
This is a weird turn of events. Let me get them set up for you. What a surprise. I brought in some more toy cars. Now, I know you're not a fan of the toy car, but I'm going to try and convince you
Good luck.
why these are special. Right? So a lot of these are gifts. This was one I bought on Toyshop on Tour. This was on Toyshop on Tour 2. Bought this in Germany. It's very nice. From Such and Find. A very cool shop. And it's got opening doors, Gav, and opening back doors. And it's very cute. And these are very breaky. These are always broken. This one is a little bit, when you sort of the roof clip, I don't dare unclip it because it will just fall apart. But they're quite frail and quite fragile. And these are Norev at the front. So these are nice little things, little Renault, little Citroen GS. If you notice on this, because they're plastic warps, so the doors don't quite fit correctly.
Oh, that's
so
horrible.
The more complex they get, the more the doors start to be a problem. This one's just about hanging on in there. But it's really hard to get a little GS like that. It's lovely. Even the bonnet opens. Really cute little thing. And then we've got some other Renaults down here. But the pièce de résistance in my collection of French, generally French cars, is an Italian. Oh. It's a Polytoys car transporter. This again is plastic. Now, to illustrate quite how breaky these are, I'm going to show you in my Polytoys stuff how many I've actually broken. So this Citroen DS, I mean, they've got the bonnet all wrong on it. It's a bit ugly, but the back end of it's snapped off.
Oh.
They're really fragile. This one, if I'm not careful, the reason why it's on the car transporter, it's had a rear end accident in my head, obviously. So that's why. So that's broken. Then let's bring us to this. That's Polytoys, that's an Alfa Romeo, or Lancia, Alfa Romeo. And this one has lost its back wheels. Therefore, also broken. This Polytoys, these are all Polytoys. This Polytoys Innocenti badged Austin, very cool, Innocenti did things, is also broken, missing its rear light. These are very, very breaky. This is the only Polytoys item I have in the car range that is actually unbroken, this little Fiat, and it is rather lovely. 1/43 scale, I love these. In fact, a lot of these were gifts from friends. People go out and they know if it's weird looking 1/43 and plastic, I'm going to like it. But this is the reason why I started collecting little plastic 1/43 scale cars, because I found this within a collection of an old customer, and when I bought this I told him I was never going to sell it, and I've stayed very true to my word on that. The only thing it is missing one of its rear wheels. And it's got two on this side, but only one on that side, which is annoying. There is a spare on here, but I'm not going to attempt that. But what's more amazing on this is the fact that these little bits here where you wind it up aren't broken. Look how they're so delicate.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
done well.
Unbroken. And this is a loose example. They come up boxed. The box is really ugly. It's not attractive at all. But as a toy out the box, it's really rather wonderful. I absolutely love this, and this is never leaving my collection. This is something I'm going to have for a long time. Well, I'll be honest, until I'm dead. So hopefully it won't be too soon. But you know, it's yeah. I just love this, and it made me start collecting everything else. And then people buy me things. This little Norev Ami 6 looks great from one side, and then on the other it's all missing half of its bottom of its corner there. But this was a gift from Tim.
Oh, okay,
so I had to sort of keep that, and I just really like. So if you've got any plastic tap that's a bit broken lying around, I've got a car transporter for it to go on, because they all go. If they're a bit damaged, they go and sit on my car transporter, awaiting repair. So all these ones that are a bit beat up, they can go on here and wait for the day that one day they'll be repaired by somebody more sympathetic and with more time than me. But I love them.
Yeah, they're definitely not for me, but what I do like, I like that they're plastic.
Yeah.
They're plastic toys, and they've survived.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about them. I mean, that's rubbish.
It's one of the 1972 car of the year, beating the Range Rover.
Yeah, but no, you'll never win me over on these.
Well, you're wrong. I'm sorry. Citroen GS is what a fantastic vehicle, and I know the door fitment, but you can't help that. It's just the age. But as a car, it's a wonderful little thing. Yeah, I just love it. The problem is with these, makes me want the big versions.
Oh no,
this gets me in lots of trouble if I start doing stuff like that. So that will have to remain a pipe dream for now. But I like having the little mini representations of them in my collection, and that is really special. That Polly Toys car transporter.
That
I
would
really
get
love
smashed up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how it survived.
No.
And the collection where I got it from, a lot of the stuff was all piled up.
Beaten
It wasn't.
and
Yeah, it wasn't like it was just sort of like in a pristine. Like I've kept this very carefully. You know, it was just like stuff piled up on it, and somehow it survived. So yeah, so I'll probably break it on the way home now.
Yeah, chug it in the back of the van.
Oh man, it's amazing. I love it. So that's what I brought, and this is one of the ones I've had in my collection for a long time. This has forced me into collecting this other stuff. There's a lot more than this, but maybe that's for another time.